Hi, this is VOW, Voices of Wisdom, the show that might not be for everybody, but everybody needs to watch this show. Today, again, my awesome guest is Dr. Georgette Greer-Key. And we could just gonna have some fun today because we're gonna talk about summertime, 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 and all we do for the summer and some of the upcoming events we're having. But first, I'm gonna go back a little bit and start at the beginning. We had a wonderful Black History program where we had a collaboration with the school. And I just want to do this briefly, then we're going to go to the summer. We had a wonderful interaction with some young people. It was an after school program ran by advisor Natasha Jeffries. And I just want to show and acknowledge these young ladies did this collaboration of this art piece. And I just want to show this really quick.
And it's from the Southampton?
And it's from the Southampton High School. And this is the art piece that they put together. And this was a collaboration that they made. And this is what it ended up being. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And on the back, we talked about the breakdown of what it all meant. And I'm just going to put it up there. Georgia, can you read that?
Black, B is for Black, unapologetically Black, and we say it loud and proud. G, girl, is for the girl greatness, a young foundation building strong. M is for the magic, is for the magical power of establishing the wisdom to forge ahead, making our own future our own way. And I think the group is called Black Girl Magic.
Black Girl Magic,
Yeah.
Black Girl Magic, and their magic. And I think it's so important that these young ladies are being recognized and just brought out and get their talent. So let's move forward to Juneteenth. Believe it or not, June, the month of June, was actually considered Black Music Appreciation Month. And it's an annual celebration of African American music in the United States. And it's initiated as Black Music Month by, believe it or not, President Jimmy Carter, who was on June 7th, 1979, decreed that June would be the month of music. But after the announcement by Carter, the bill finally was passed in 2000. Check that. With activist Diana Williams, 10 years of effort persuaded Congress. Williams played an essential role in the creation and the solidification of Black Music Month, along with Kenneth Gable and Ed Wright. So Juneteenth, man, I mean, we've been on the roll, girl.
Yeah, we have. I think we celebrated Black History Month in the Juneteenth event because that band we had, Something Fresh, was amazing, amazing music. And so it's been a summer, right? It's been a summer. It just started, but we have a long way to go.
Right, and our Juneteenth event was on June 14th, and we had the awesome Charles Certain Moves. He's been kind of our base band for years for Southampton African American Museum, and I guess I should acknowledge I'm the founder, and the president and the CEO of the Southampton African American Museum, and Georgette Greer-Key.
I'm the executive director and chief curator of Eastville Community Historical Society in Sag Harbor.
And we've been teasing each other, talking about people need to follow us. We need to have a show.
Yeah.
Because we be on the go, on the go, on the go. And also at our Juneteenth event was the amazing Ingrid Griffith.
Yes.
She did an amazing display, a one-woman show of Shirley Chisholm. It was awesome, awesome. And then I was just taken up to glory, I'm going to say it that way, by the amazing Anton Hilton.
Oh, yes.
That was just an amazing, I mean, it was such a great day. And then H&S Catering did our Juneteenth food there. It was Juneteenth style food. It was really, really great. And we had Courtney Minor as the artist in residence at that time. And I have to always big up my interns, Kellen and Kim. They were really awesome to help decorate the tent. And it was just a great event, and even your event, which was right here at LTV.
Oh, yes. We are so proud, us together jointly, our second year. We have seen the growth. And we do have some dreams in the future, but our Juneteenth was actually held here June 19th at 6 o'clock right here on the LTV grounds. An amazing array of people that we honored. Our theme this year was Disobedient, Defiant Doers. And thinking about the work that a lot of the nonprofit organizations here on the East End have to do. I know there was an order that came down from the national government that if you receive funding, that there's certain words that you have to take away in order to continue to get that funding. And many of our organizations here on the East End, we can't because that is a part of our mission. And so groups like OLA, we celebrated them and all the work that they're doing and the support that they need. We celebrated many of the museums, Southampton African American Museum, Bridgehampton National Museum, Bridgehampton Historical Museums, Southampton Historical Museum. I mean, the list goes on and on. We celebrated just so many groups that are doing the work because, museums are not neutral.
Absolutely.
Museums are not neutral. We handle and discuss and archive and collect and display those programs that really reflect us. So when we talk about, immigration in this time, we're collecting information on that.
Absolutely.
And the fact that we have such this big debate and what's going around, and not that we are political, we're not, but we are catalogers of the history that's happening. And so when you think about this conversation about immigration, and mostly everyone that is here are immigrants.
Hello.
I mean, now me and my people, we are involuntary immigrants because we were brought here on chains, but nevertheless, we are immigrants too, where we sit on land that belonged to the indigenous population here.
Absolutely.
And so, we catalog that. And so we celebrate those who are doing that work. And so that's really important to us. I think, in terms of museums, we have to tell the whole truth. We can't omit
Absolutely.
the history.
Absolutely.
Because there is such thing as a fact. So looking at all those organizations, but then, like you said, the Black music, we got to dance. We're going to celebrate all of the hard work of these museums. I mean, the church was in there. I wish I had a list, but the list goes on and on. Long Island Traditions, just so many people. Ma's House, who's having their celebration later today,
Exactly.
their fundraiser. But celebrating these organizations that cater to the people that are here. Representative, let's say that, representative organizations.
Absolutely.
And when I say representative, they represent the people who are here.
Absolutely.
And the people who were here before them. And so looking at those organizations, we had to celebrate that. And I think it was our second year, amazing turnout. We have vendors, we had, musicians, multiple musicians, we had DJ, and we danced because sometimes you just need that, I guess that's my self-care. Just dance a little bit.
And that's, I love to dance, that. So it was for us to have release.
Yeah.
Because we just work hard. I mean, we work hard. We
Hard,
work really hard. As co-conspirators,
Yes,
we work hard.
we do.
And it's selflessness
Yes.
that we work for.
Yeah.
We don't do this to acknowledge us, who we are, whatever. It's always,
Yeah.
for the people.
Yeah,
We the people.
and we're fortunate. We're fortunate that we have such a great community. And when we say community, we're not just talking geographically.
Absolutely.
And in terms of towns. We have a great community here. And so a lot of the times when we're out socially, it's really not. It's not social. It's work. It's showing up for our organizations, who in turn show up for us. And so when we look at some of the pictures, you'll see that it's been a busy summer already.
Yes, yes,
All of us
yes.
are having our organizations, fundraisers and fundraisers, and it's important. And you know what? It was this year that I learned that it's so important as a nonprofit organization to diversify their revenue income streams.
Absolutely.
And so when we are asking for support, it's important because, look, some organizations are facing closure because they overly heavily depended on governmental grants. And we
Absolutely.
know
Absolutely.
grants are being cut. And so the important work, the vital work that nonprofit organizations do here is important that we support, even where we're sitting right here on
Absolutely.
LTV,
Absolutely.
where we can be, as the t-shirt says, unapologetically who we are
Absolutely.
and the missions that we serve.
And the thing that was happening now is really getting close to home now.
Yeah.
And I want to bring out and to make it known that we generally have an annual Amistad celebration. And we had 2 years of it. We had an awesome time where actually the first year we recognized, we had a sign put up. We danced on the property of a lot of people don't know that the Amistad came into Montauk at Culloden Point Beach. People think that, they see the show that Steven Spielberg had talked about came in Long Island. But I want to make a point of saying that we had already planned. Last year, we had we made history.
Yeah, we did.
We made history
we made
last year.
history, yeah.
Because the first time the ship came in, we had a collaboration with Discovering Amistad, and the ship came in to Culloden Point in Montauk for the first time since August 26, 1839.
Yes. That's a long time.
Hello?
Yes.
But the challenge is, Paula, the director there, she called, and the first thing she said to me, which it was shocking to me, that she said, Brenda, I write grants all the time. She said, but I have to rewrite the grant because it's words that I can't use.
Yeah,
And
I mean, just to give an example, the word woman is in there. Like, really? You wouldn't be here without women. So, like, the word woman is in there. And that's, like, it's nothing we can imagine would happen. But I do want to just give a disclaimer because even though we're not political, it may sound like it, but what we are saying is that we are conveyors of history and truth.
Absolutely.
And so you may have heard us mention names and organizations. You know how the disclaimer goes. We are not speaking for them and we are not giving an opinion for them. We're just
Exactly.
mentioning our collaboration, our respect,
Absolutely.
and admirations for these organizations.
Thank you.
And we think that you should support all of them, including our organizations.
So what happened was, the ship was supposed to come, and we had planned for the ship to come in again for this year. We were so excited about it. The ship had came in last year. It stayed in for a whole week. We had so many wonderful programs. People were coming on the ship. It was just exciting. And then she called and said that the funds were taken.
They're taking, and that's happening to so many organizations. As a representative of a regional organization that represents, museums and historical societies, it is something that is very real. And again, if you look at how, history is being erased before our eyes, I think that more than ever, the importance of our museums, our libraries, historical societies, and nonprofits that focus on our story needs support. Because even being in the state, we are fortunate that we don't have, and there are some places that are removing books and different things like that. But I think it's really important for us to remember in this summertime season, this is when we are fundraising, and we are fundraising with a purpose to continue to serve you.
Absolutely.
Our organizations and our boards will say that we are in trust for you. So this is not just a frilly thing, but we need your support, and we need it because of what's happening. And the summertime is actually when it happens.
Absolutely.
And so we implore you to, while we're in this season and while you're attending these events, the various events across Long Island and the East End, think about the importance of attending if you weren't, because that dollar will help us. That ticket sale will help us. That donation will help all of our organizations survive this time where it seems to be support that was generally promised. I mean, I have a museum that was in year 1.5 of their grant and it's being pulled. I know of an exhibition, a wonderful exhibition in the city that, again, was in year 2, but the last 6 months of the funding that they already paid out, things promised out have been cut. And so even though this is a national level and sometimes there's a little protection with organizations that filter it down to us, like, re-granting to us, if they feel it, we're gonna feel it. I mean, just for name's sake, New York Humanities had to cut vital programs, right? They had to let go of staff. So we don't want that to happen here
No,
for
we don't.
us.
We
And
don't.
so when we think about summertime, let it take on a new meaning that your arts and culture organizations need you more than ever.
And getting back to the summertime, it was so enlightening and inspirational for us when we attended that museum, Hugh.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That workshop, that celebration, a 10-year celebration we did beginning of June. We were in the city and there were people that we were online with. I don't know if you want to explain a little bit more about the Museum Hugh and how we came together as a cohort leadership. And we were working on that for almost 6 months or more.
Yeah.
And we were doing a lot of it Zoom and online, and it was all the executive directors throughout New York State itself. And for us to finally be together and see each other, it was just so uplifting.
Yeah.
It really was great.
It was. It really was great. I mean, from Southampton, no, we're from Sag Harbor all the way to Buffalo. Museum Hugh is an organization that started to uplift leaders of color, and to give us the tools necessary that we need. Because sometimes we face challenges that others do not face. And so it was to give us the tools, and I feel like I have been already receiving the benefits of being a part of that.
Absolutely.
We would meet virtually. But they will bring on experts from around the nation to really talk about the different topics. So whether it's transitioning, whether it's planning and development, whether it's making sure that leaders like us have some time to ourselves and self-care, because that's important.
Absolutely.
Is really important. Board development, all of these different things that, probably will be in the museum master's, museum studies degree. Basically,
Absolutely.
that's
Like a
what it
master
was.
class.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that was online. It was during, the winter and then into the spring. And we hadn't seen each other in person, but only on Zoom. So this spring, they had a summit in New York, in Brooklyn, rather. And it was just amazing to get to see each other for the first time. Like some organizations up in Bayshore that I had no idea existed, but we got together. But in that getting together, it was really speaking to leaders and elected officials about our needs as a whole industry and ecosystem.
Absolutely.
And then we were able to go and visit sites that were brand new, specifically developed for these organizations. And that was amazing because we are still focusing. We will not give up on our dream of the Paris
Absolutely.
Concert Museum.
Absolutely.
And so that's really important for us to see firsthand, building something from scratch, even in opposition.
Absolutely.
In opposition. And so we are looking at all of those models and the things that we have, and we've been able to bring that stuff home. And so for me, it's been really important. I think that sometimes we don't have courage as leaders, but I, for the first time last year, used that courage. And my dad's a military man, and he always said, never take yourself out the game, make them tell you no. And I've employed that in my life, but sometimes you forget things. And so last year when Eastville needed that roof, I asked everybody for money.
Absolutely.
Everybody. It was just automatic.
Absolutely.
And when you do that, look, we have now finished phase one of our
Absolutely.
museum. But I don't think that I would have remembered or had that courage had we not taken that course.
Absolutely.
So I think it was really important for us.
But you also got some awesome funding.
I did get.
We have to talk about
we
that.
have to talk about that.
Summertime.
Right in the nick of time. So, again, that 2 years, the 2 years of us raising money for Eastville really put us in a position to be ready for a larger grant. One thing we did discuss in the Museum Hugh cohort, and we're the inaugural cohort of Museum Hugh, was that some of the bigger organizations, they don't give money to smaller organizations like ours.
That's right.
Like, we're mom and pop. My board is working board. They're a working board. They do work. We pull up chairs, we bring in
Absolutely.
coolers, we do whatever.
Absolutely.
And so it was important for us to really think about that. And so then it came time for me to get a Mellon grant. You have to be invited to apply for Mellon.
And it's no joke.
It is
Let me
no
say.
joke. And I definitely was paralyzed in fear. I was paralyzed in fear. And I went to calling everybody I knew who had a grant or just to give me advice. And then I just started going. And so that was important. I did receive a Mellon grant in the amount of $300,000 for 3 years. But I also made an announcement that we are not rich and we still need your donations.
And that's important. That's important. Because, someone even said to me one time, and it made me really think about this. He said, we get donations. We start getting a lot of donations. It might be a kickback for us that it might be shown that we don't need any money from the federal. So that's another thing that we have to kind of look at. But at the same time, we're excited and we're celebrating.
That's
we're
right.
still celebrating.
We're celebrating.
And we talk about some events that we went to. We went to, what was the one that we went to, the Sylvester Manor?
Oh, yes, Sylvester Manor.
Let's rewind though. Where did we go? Let's try to remember all the things we went to that was so fun this summer.
I don't know.
Did we go to the Sylvester Manor first, or we go to Medgar Evers first?
Medgar
Look at
Evers.
that one.
Oh, yes.
That was the one we went to.
That's
at
a Sylvester Manor. That's farm to table annually every year. An amazing organization that has thrived and is an example for nonprofits that, you know, with Sylvester Manor, one of the first provisioning plantations on the Northeast, in the Northeast, you know, they were in the family for 7 to 11 generations. And, you know, maybe 15, 14 years now, they're a nonprofit and they have thrived. They continue to do the work. It's a working farm, so they have people from all over come to do farming. And, you know, that's a lost art, so that's wonderful. They have a farm stand where you can get fresh produce and eggs and cheese and all these different things. They have a summer camp. I know they recently also instituted a sculpture garden around the grounds where you can walk and
Beautiful.
see.
It was so beautiful.
And to my good friends over there, Donna Marie Barnes, who me and Brenda work with closely, the director of History and Heritage there. Just a wonderful organization. So support them, or if you need fresh produce, go to their farm stand.
But we partied that night.
Oh, yes.
The DJ
Wonderful.
was off the chain. We don't have no pictures of us really partying. So let's keep going to some of all those pictures. We're gonna flow with all the pictures that comes up. Oh,
Yes.
that was us going from one event to another in my convertible. We was just, you know, we have to, as hard as we work, we have fun. We try to put in fun. It's called self-care. So that was chilling from one event to another.
And I love that. Like, that picture just symbolizes so much to me because sometimes I drive to Brenda and she'll drive.
Absolutely.
And so we're carpooling.
Exactly.
We carpool a lot.
Exactly.
So that's really important. And then who wouldn't want to carpool in a convertible?
Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Summertime.
Summertime,
What was
yes.
the next slide now? I think this was the
Juneteenth here at LTV. So we were so happy. This is the UU Church of the East End, right on Bridgehampton Turnpike. And so they were honoree, and they give out many grants to some of the organizations that have the mission that is not supported. So we're happy for that. Next picture.
Oh, this was at the Watermill Center, and this was the Black Council. Was it?
Yep, the Black Arts Council.
Black Arts Council.
And the Watermill Center. We partnered with our current exhibition to honor the artists that work there, and this is a lovely artist.
I was shocked. They had wonderful setting, and all of a sudden they came and they're saying, we're going to have to move a setting, we're bringing somebody in. And that is the Cara Mae Wims. And she's an amazing, amazing photographer. So I had the pleasure of meeting her. She came and we had a wonderful, wonderful lunch. What is the chef's name?
Oh, Chef Leon from Page in Sag
It
Harbor.
was delicious. We had
Yes.
a wonderful day that day. Next.
Now, this one, you know, we don't know if you're going to be able to zoom in, but this is Brenda Simmons and Tiffany Joy Murchison, my publicist. And in the back, right under the wing.
Photobombed.
Yeah, right under the back in the wing. If you look a little closer, you'll see that Attorney General Tisha James photobombed them. So that was just an amazing picture. This was at Medgar Evers College.
And it was the Caribbean Festival.
Caribbean Festival. I teach at Medgar Evers, so we were able to go and be there. So this was really amazing.
And that was
picture.
a wonderful day because we unexpectedly went to two other events.
Yes.
The other one at the Brooklyn Bank.
Yeah, Brooklyn Bank, a wonderful organization. And people don't realize, but Brooklyn is still on Long Island, so it's a barrel, but
We
it's still
talk
Long
about that.
Island.
We
We
talk
always
about
talk
that.
mess about
Yeah.
that. Next picture. And this is, again, this is me with the governor and Crystal Waters, who is the New York NAACP education chair. And this event was about celebrating the Caribbean and the Caribbean residents who are of the state.
Next.
Next slide. Oh, and you know, we had to put this one up because the governor tweeted this picture
I can't
of us.
believe it.
I could not believe it. Like, how many
There was
followers
so many people there
does the
too.
government? But how many followers does she have on
Oh,
Facebook?
that's true.
And this was only one day, and this is all of the comments. So I just can imagine if we go back to that picture, what it says now. But we're so happy that we have a governor that supports the work. Next slide.
That again was at the Watermill Center. The Black Arts Council had this event, and the gentleman in the white is Tarico. Help me with his last name. I know he has he's a wonderful artist. So we had a wonderful day there. Next slide, because I know we got 2 minutes left.
And this is again at the Watermill Center, and this is some of the artists. So if you want to come by and see our show, you'll see many of their works there. And the
Storm is
sunglasses is the lovely Storm Asher, who is the founder of Superposition Gallery, who we partner with, and is our comrade in the Black Hamptons Art Council. Next.
And hopefully we're going to get, and this is, the gentleman on the end is Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson is the producer of a film we're going to be showing, Nat Geo Film, during Art and Soul, which is going to be July 18th, 19th, and 20th.
Next slide. Oh, this is the Eastville Community Historical Society's annual fish fry, which is in its 40th year. Can you believe it? One of the things I want to say about this really quickly is I started thinking about the number 4. 4 often symbolizes stability, foundation, and order, representing a solid, grounded presence. And for me, that's really important because we are in our 40th year. I've been executive director for 14 years, and the organization is 44 years old.
And I want to get, and hopefully we'll get to the last 2 flyers where we're going to have
Next slide.
Art and Soul. Yeah, can continue to go. We're trying to get to, yes, here we are. Art and Soul is going to be July 18th, 19th, and 20th. And that's going to be what you're seeing now. We're having a wonderful fundraiser champagne brunch, which is going to be on Sunday, July 20th. And you'll see myself, and we're having an awesome, awesome actress, Novi Brown is going to be there, and Jean Sheriff, who has her shows here. And next slide, please, is we're going to be honoring these wonderful people. And as you see, Dr. Georgette Greer-Key is there. And so we have a wonderful time. I don't know if it's next slide. We don't have much left.
Next slide. Please come and see us at Eastville to view this Mama Water exhibition. It'll be up until November 30th. Thank you.
So thank you. We have so much more we can talk about, but I guess it's the end of the show.
Yes.
Thank you so much. In the summertime.
Summertime.
All right. Thank you.
Summertime. It's summertime. We'll see you. Drop by.